What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy. You know I'm back off the chill, fed man. Um, Today what we talking about here, man? I know y'all see the thumbnail, the Book of Fire. Tomorrow we got a lot of stuff going on in the business world, and if you're an entrepreneur, you really want to pay close attention to the news ticker and the news headlines. What's really going on tomorrow? Uh, So I had to come on tonight, give y'all a quick breeze through on a lot of hot news was popping. You know, this your boy, your host out the Chill Fetty. I appreciate you guys for liking and subscribing. The subscriber count been going up, the likes been going up, the views been going up. You know, cause I'm gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna give you the straight sources, and I got my phone available tonight. So we just gonna get into some things and really dig deep. We might bust around and get into a little bit of financial news, dealing with a lot of things, and also maybe just might tap into a little bit of the entertainment section too as well. Uh, I appreciate everyone downloading the free ebook. It's going up. Next week, good news available as well. I got it now, but I want to be able to be fluent with it. I got my screen sharing working, so I'm gonna be going through StreamYard with the stream sharing content. So I'll be able to get on here, press a few buttons, show you my screen, break down some things in a analytical way as well to you, and we just gonna grow and we're gonna learn, and it's a process. Take one step at a time because I'm learning as well, but I'm gonna bring you the information, the jewels and the information that I receive. So let's get into some things, man. We just gonna vibe and slide tonight, talk about the information, eat my good little fruits here, just that brain food. You see, you got to have stuff to feed the mind spiritually and mentally, but you also got to take care of your body physically and eat the right things. A lot of green, a lot of fruits. Take care of yourself. So let's get into this here. And what we're gonna start out with is the interest rates. You got your boy here, Power, gonna come on tomorrow, and we're gonna hear a lot of things. Then, as I'm looking at right here, it says U.S. stocks rose sharply as investors eagerly await tomorrow's consumer price report. They're hoping that it'll show inflation continued to slow down in December. And the reason why uh, they want that, because it's showing that demand is getting low. And as long as demand stay low, maybe the feds may not raise the interest rates up higher to cool inflation. Because long as demand is high, inflation gonna get higher. Jobs gonna be cut. So they cutting the jobs because they saying there's too much money in the economy from what happened during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying. So they kicked all that money out. Now it's time to recoup. So when you look at the market in the business world, you can see a lot of companies, all them gains that they made during 2020, 21, and all of that. 2022 was a rough, tough year in the market for a lot of those big institutions. A lot of those big institutions gave that money that they earned uh, in the previous years, like 2020, 2021, and 2022. The money that they earned from them years before, they gave it all right back. They basically got a regular balance sheet. But a lot of these companies got good balance sheets, especially like Facebook, Meta. Um, so they got a lot of room to grow, and we already know what a lot of Mark Zuckerberg money going into the metaverse. Uh, that's why they changed their name to Meta. You know what I'm saying? And we can get into what those words mean, break it down, and all of that there a little later on in the show, probably maybe the next show. But tonight I'm just giving you a lot of hot news dealing with Microsoft as well. Microsoft, they got a deal that they did with OpenAI, and OpenAI is another company that deals with artificial intelligence. And you can see that through the news wire, a lot of the news channels, CNBC, Bloomberg, all these channels, uh, the National Geographic Channel, the History Channel, all these channels popping out with uh, artificial intelligence news now. OpenAI just did a deal with Microsoft, $10 billion. Let me see if y'all can see that. You see that? $10 billion. That's why I'm going to do my screen share. But you can see OpenAI. Yeah. Microsoft, $10 billion deal. So the crazy part about that is called Chat GPT. So a lot of companies, like when y'all start using your phone, calling these banks, uh, Amazon, they're gonna start sending you to a answering service, right? And the answering service, what the answering service gonna do is gonna say, "Hey, my name Erica, my name Alexa, my name Sam, my name Bobby, my name Bill." However the chat may be, because you're not actually talking to a person. You're gonna be talking to a automated voice teller, or either you're gonna be in the chat texting. And what this is doing is it's eliminating a lot of jobs. Because us as human beings, when something wrong with our money or something going on dealing with the technical uh, issues that we face on a daily basis, it's showing that other human beings that we start to communicate with through communications and telecommunications, is that the dialogues, when things become wrong or confusing, they don't want to really deal with the other party on the other line, because people get emotional, people get words of power. So the lesson to blow on the companies, what the companies start doing is putting more money into artificial intelligence, automated systems. So you can understand that this is the future, the futurology of things. So going into AI, Microsoft went into AI. Microsoft is a big time company. And Microsoft also invested $10 billion into Chat GPT. So Chat GPT, which is AI on that, and the Chat GPT, we finna just break this here down so y'all can really kind of like understand. It says Microsoft reportedly to invest 10 billion in API. It's all about the Chat GPT Edge. It say we come a long way since Microsoft Office Assistant used to be in a cartoon paperclip. Now it can be sophisticated AI brain. Microsoft has been in talks with OpenAI to invest 10 billion. And it says AI is the company behind Gene AI tools like ChatGPT and Dial-E, which generate articles and images from text prompts. Wow. So if a company like Microsoft finna invest $10 billion into another company that generate articles and images from text prompts. Now, what else does company do? It's excelling. ChatGPT went viral upon its release in November. This company just released like 3-4 months ago. And OpenAI said 1+ million people signed up to test the chat bot in the first 5 days. In the first 5 days, 1 million people signed up to test this chat bot. Okay, now, PowerPoints says Microsoft would reportedly get to keep 75% of OpenAI's profits until it recoups its investment. After that, it would own a 49% stake in the company. Wow. Listen, so Microsoft finna invest $10 billion in this company. 1 million people done signed up. They get to keep 75% of the company's profit. Let's see it right here. See right here? I'm reading everything right here. Y'all can't hardly see it because the light blurry. You know what I'm saying? I got to get the green screen. Once I get that screen share, man, it's over. You hear me? I should have went on it tonight, but it's all good. It says the Outlook. Oh, they also gonna own a 49% stake in the company. So once they get their 10 billion back, they get to get 49% stake into the company. Outlook, the funding would value OpenAI at 29 billion from 20 billion in October. The deal could fall apart, but it's apparently targeted to be close by this year, the year end. So Microsoft invested 1 billion in OpenAI in 2019. See, they already been working with this company, so they already invested 1 billion in OpenAI. So if the company gonna get them a 10x multiple, Microsoft say, dang, this company worth 10 times more than what it's really worth, because this the future. And then we're gonna cut jobs anyway, so a lot of people ain't gonna be talking on the phones no more. You ain't gonna have to call these people and deal with this and deal with that. They're gonna send you straight to the chat bot. You gotta ask the chat bot everything you trying to ask. And basically the chat bot got to be smart or got to have some type of data system to where it's gonna be able to answer whatever question you throw at it. Because you're dealing with artificial intelligence. It's OpenAI. That's the name of the company. OpenAI. They're dealing with chatbots. So when you go on your bank, you tap something, you might see something, say, hey, da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. Hey, my name's such such. How can I help you? Blah, 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 blah. It's a chatbot. You know what I mean? So understanding that they're gonna have a lot of chatbots, I guess, with a lot of ways to answer questions and walk you through certain things instead of another human being on the other side. So It say right now, OpenAI is still free to the public, though it charges developers for license. But one day it could disrupt Google's search dominance and rake in billions. Microsoft got in early to build a dependent relationship, and it could reap the benefits. Still, OpenAI has fierce competition, and its commercial success is far from guaranteed. So, the thing is, if Microsoft invested 1 billion in 2019, then they say, okay, well, man, that thing did pretty good. Let's invest 10 billion. And you got to realize 3 to 4, 5 years from now, the world gonna change. Got the election coming up. You got America investing in more defense, more cybersecurity. Got inflation. So once they cool the inflation down, it's a lot of different kind of changes going to take place. A lot of big banks got a lot of money sitting on the side. And a lot of them little small guy companies going to get muscled out. It's called basically separating the tails from the wheat, you know. So they're going to shake out the tree. And company ain't got no roots, it ain't got no value. It's going to fall on to the wayside. Because they're showing you what they're getting ready to do. They're pushing the country forward at a slow pace to get you ready for the new technological revolution, you know. And it's always best to prepare, update yourself on the subject, and begin to understand. You got kids, you got the video games, you got to pay close attention. Because soon there ain't gonna be no school teachers. Kids gonna go to school, right? They're gonna go to school, set that to the side. Y'all know it from the hood, man. I'm giving it to y'all good, though, you heard? But they're gonna go to school and ain't nobody gonna be in there. Listen, let me show you something. When that pandemic hit, man, the world switched up. So you can see they're going forward with artificial intelligence. A lot of the malls shut down. A lot of them big places done got shut down, right? And what's gonna happen soon? They're coming up with the digital ID. Kids gonna have to pretty much stay home a lot. They're gonna be able to go to certain centers, but it ain't gonna really be teachers. They're gonna be learning from the computer. That's what all basically that $10 billion investment about. And they're gonna download these programs, these teachable programs, like they've been doing. They've been putting it on the test market, and a lot of kids gonna be taught from the computer. You know, you log in, go on the site, boom, 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 get your curriculum, and there you go. So believe me, they got a way they're gonna do it. I'm just paraphrasing and giving a little bit of my thoughts on what's really going on, because it's really deep. It's deeper than me. It's deeper than you, and it's about controlling the population. And if California talking about getting rid of all of the not selling no more gas vehicles and putting them on the road no more about a year 2030 to 35, it's letting you know where the world headed. In the EV space, also as well, electrical vehicles. So they're talking about keeping the climate clean. I was looking at an interview with Warren Buffett the other day, and you really want to pay attention to what's going on in the economy. Not so much what's going on in the entertainment industry. So hopefully the jobs report come in, it's cooled down, and hopefully inflation stay kind of smooth. We had that soft landing where we can just cruise on to whatever they got to push at us in the months to come. Also, what we got here in the business news, as I'm reading, here we go. Listen.
2022 shaped up to be sort of a perfect storm for Musk. Part of it in his own making. Equities had come off their highs in late 2021, and then the Russian invasion of Ukraine sort of turbocharged that and led to all kinds of
talking about Elon. He might not be the richest man in the world again no more.
Higher interest rates, and that led to a lot of these pandemic hype stocks that rose a lot in the 2 years prior, really falling quite sharply, and Tesla was one of those. And then there was the acquisition of Twitter, which at first seemed like a ploy, and then it actually was serious, then it happened, and that comes with cold, hard financial realities. It cost Musk a lot of money, and it also tied up his personal finances in a way that hadn't really been the case in the past, and it's taking a lot of time away from his focus on Tesla.
Hold on. To that point. So now I just heard this other guy the other night talk about that didn't mess up Elon Musk's personal finances when he sold $2 billion worth of Tesla stock and had to go buy Twitter. The guy said all he did was get money out of Tesla stock and say, okay, boom, because I'm working like this and rocking like this, I'm gonna use this over here to buy Twitter. Boom. Got Twitter, made Twitter a private company, took it off the stock exchange because he wanted to do some inner workings and some management in there. So what we just heard here is that it messed up with his personal finances. So they saying that he is not the richest man in the world no more, which we already know that. So, but let's listen to the next part. But I just wanted to clarify that because of the simple fact, the guy said he took that money straight out of Tesla and it didn't mess with his own pockets. Come on, brother. Stop selling people the lie. Stop telling people them lie. Okay.
You've spent much of your career poring over various investor documents, paid documents. Talk us through Tesla and Musk. What did things look like there that made Musk the richest person?
So there are three things that made Musk the person that he is in terms of wealth. So he's received over the years 3 really large compensation packages from Tesla, bunches of stock options, and they'd helped build his stake in the company. But more importantly, they've been really great pieces of advertising because they've been so big and so audacious in their nature and size that they've sort of set the agenda for where the company is headed, and it's made Tesla stay at the top of the discourse over the years. And that in turn, I think you can argue, has helped build and solidify Musk's base of really diehard investor fans. And that's helped prop up the share price. But now when people are more worried about where things stand with the company and how he spends his time at Tesla versus Twitter, I think you're seeing the result in the share price that people aren't so certain anymore, at least not in the short term.
Okay, so Tesla stock was down this morning. It was like 114, 115. I think it's at like 123 now. So it went up, heavy, 3.65%. That's what the market say. So it's in the green. But my main thing is too, man, listen, when you got a guy like Elon Musk with so much influence, so many followers behind him, brought a whole nother social media platform, got the company called SpaceX, solar panels. He has numerous other companies too under his wing. He deals with Panasonic for making the lithium batteries. However, he just got with the state of Texas again. He has a gigaplant factory in Austin, Texas, and he asked them, can I get 700 more acres? Yeah. So he finna expand the plant. The reason why you got to look at the chess moves, because he trying to get out of China. Apple just barely, with the Foxconn peoples over there. I know they getting out of China. They in India now because they need that 14 to pump up, and get on up out of there and get ready for the 15. You feel me? So Tim Cook doing a good job. He's a very strategic manager over there. And if it wasn't for him, Apple wouldn't be in the shape they is now. Number one phone in the world. They need to tighten up on that dividend though. But hey, that's how that thing go. So a little bit more financial news, man, on what's going on in this financial world. Because see, y'all need to be up on this because this the game. You got to invest. So Kathy Woods adds another 11 million in Tesla stock. So she done brought $500,000 worth so far, this year, and she keep adding. Says top investor Nelson Peltz goes to war with Disney for over-the-top executive pay. Ooh, okay. Then they got I wonder why they going. Okay, so let's check it out. So this guy here, he must Nelson Peltz goes to war with Disney for over-the-top executive pay and big spending that signals a company in crisis. So Walt Disney began girding itself against a challenge from activist investor Nelson Peltz, who nominated himself to the board in what would become a highly public debate over Chief Executive Officer Bob Iger's leadership. So check this out. So, all right. So it's a Mark Parker, the executive chair of Nike Inc. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Will take over as chairman from Susan Arnold, who is stepping down at the company next annual meeting. Disney said Wednesday Parker will also lead a new succession of planning committed to advise Iger, who has been criticized for failing to groom a replacement. Disney said it rejected a proposal from Peltz Train Partners LP to name its leader to the board, but remains open to constructive engagement and ideas that helps drive shareholder value. The move pits as one of the most notorious activists, investors, in corporate America against one of the most revered CEOs in media. Peltz is known for working his way into the board of companies such as Mondelez International and Procter & Gamble, with plans to make them more efficient, sometimes forcing his way in through bruising proxy battles, even when he's unsuccessful, as with campaign to put train nominees on board of DuPont. His campaigns have led to changes in management and cost cutting. So the man bad. So he know what he doing because of the simple fact he an investor. So he wouldn't have made it on them kind of boards. See, when you was a shareholder, you a part owner of a company. I don't care if you buy one share in the company. I don't care if you buy a fraction of a share in the company. You a part owner. Now you get to listen in on them calls. Now you get to make a little voice on the you get to take you some votes. You know what I mean? Because you're a part owner of that company now, because you done invested your hard working money and say, okay, I want a piece of this company. You feel me? I'm investing in this company, hoping it's gonna make me some money in the long term. You know, that's what investing all about. So this guy here is a tough guy, man. Nelson Peltz, great investor. But what he mad about is how y'all in crisis competing with companies like Netflix, YouTube, all these other streaming companies, and y'all giving out these big old bonuses. Yeah, how y'all gonna be doing all of this here, and y'all ain't even getting things together, you know? So it says Disney said Arnold had reached the board 15-year term limit for directors. The annual meeting, which marks the end of the tenure, hasn't yet been scheduled. The company's stock has gained 10.9% this year through Wednesday's close. It rose 1.4% in after-hours trading. Okay. So basically, man, the man mad because Disney been giving out all this big bonuses to the CEOs and people parting, people leaving. You feel me? And the company revenue ain't up to par. So he trying to figure out, like, y'all giving all this money out, but doing earnings, y'all losing. Y'all ain't profitable. You know, so that's just some stuff today I had to run with y'all, man, here in the business sector of the finance news. Because, man, you want to stay up to date and know what's going on. Especially with the artificial intelligence day and age. So if you in that field, you making phone calls, you in any kind of telecommunication calls, just know that it's time to gain another skill and do your own research and due diligence in that area, because AI is coming, and it's coming in a physical form. It's coming in a social media type form. So you got to realize the technology is so advanced today that it's replacing human beings out of a job. So the human beings got to go back and learn a new skill set, unless they already got a new skill set. So a lot of them type of jobs that you're going to be seeing in warehouses, manufacturing plants, going to be taken over by the artificial intelligent robots. The jobs that's you talking on the phone and people answering you, and even some of them banks and automated tellers going to be replaced by software. So get into it. Get your kids right and get them into the technology field. Get them into some coding, you know, some JavaScript, some C+ coding, you know, any kind of data science. things of that, because a lot of this, what we got going on, is duplicate, imitation, artificial intelligence. They trying to basically replace the human being, because they seeing the human being over here in America, I don't want to work. So a lot of that comes from that pandemic, man. So I'm telling you, stay sharp, keep that edge. The game is cold. The game is cold. And even people like me, so okay, I drive Lyft, right? But 10, 20 years from now, the same Lyft, the Uber, they gonna have automated cars. Cars pick you right up, drop you right on off, and you ain't gonna have no choice but to get in them cars and go. Unless you got your own whip and you could drive your own whip. But you got to understand that, hey, everything is about control. Knowing your movements, knowing what you're doing, how you getting from point A to point B. So dealing with that, and if they switch the whole system to the blockchain system, it's a whole nother thing coming. And we'll get into that there too. So hey, I'm just dropping in, giving you some facts on this hot new news that we got coming up, and that these people investing $10 billion, Microsoft and OpenAI. You know what I'm saying? So they already did $1 billion in 2019. You already see that it's a lot of changes finna get ready and take place. So stay aware, be alert, and also save. But you want to save into a brokerage account and invest wisely, so your money will be growing for you. Don't just let it sit up. Do you some due diligence, do you some research, check you some more YouTube videos out. Got plenty of brothers out here that's giving good game, good knowledge on these channels. Some people just, you got to really, really figure them out, because they want to sell you something at the end of the day. But me, hey man, y'all already know, get your free ebook, man, on Amazon. And I got other books on the platform as well on Amazon, Arthur Chill Fetty. I'm going to be putting up probably tomorrow a nice little mental schedule for you to really, really dig deep and ask a lot of questions to yourself. But it'll help you open your eyes to your surroundings. Just have you get up on that next level, man. Stay tuned. Fire Knowledge for Hustlers podcast. We global now. Lock in, tell a friend, like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. Bing, bing. Love y'all. Peace out.